Hello and welcome to MMBTechTv, where we like to help you find affordable products faster. Now, if you haven't been here before, my name is Ryan, and if you want to keep up to date, as always, with anything tech, all you need to do is make sure that you hit subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss anything. So, as you know on the show, we love taking a look at Apple Watch clones, and today isn't any different. We have got on the desk the W46 Smartwatch, apparently an Apple Watch Series 6 clone, apparently. So in today's show, as always, we are going to be taking a dive into the box, seeing what you get, and go through the watch as well to see what sort of features it has on board. So let's jump in. Straight on top of the box, you've got the Apple Watch look there. Mine's in silver, apparently. Going on to the side, leading a healthy lifestyle. Apparently so. And if we turn on to the side, you've got some of the specifications of the watch on board. So this is the W46 Smartwatch. Bluetooth 5.0, battery capacity 280 milliamp hours. It's a 44 millimeter. It's IP68, full screen touch, and then of course we'll go through the contents just now. So let's open it up, let's pop it up. Oh, it's there. So the actual watch is hidden underneath there. So if we remove the packaging, get that out of the way, you've got the actual watch itself, which feels quite weighty actually. It doesn't feel, some of the other watches when you pick them up they're quite light and in turn they feel cheap, but this one actually feels quite heavy. Inside the box you've got your standard sort of charging puck there, something that you would expect to see, and then what else have we got on the inside? You've got your instruction manual with your QR code, of course needed for the partner app that they work with the watch with, and that's in Chinese and in English as well, so a little something for you to have a read through when you want to. But we haven't come to see a box, we've come to see a watch. So let's boot it up and have a little look. So let's go around the watch first. You've got your watch straps just there. A lot of these now, with a lot of the clones, do take the original Apple Watch straps, but also there is an abundance of different replicas that are available on the markets on places like eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, that sort of thing, so you can always go and have a look. So these ones that are provided, these are silicone, the normal sort of standard one. So you've got big display there. You're coming onto the side, you've got that singular, you've got the singular button on there. You haven't got the one down here. Interesting. Let's see, this turns. Hopefully that will turn on the display as well. Coming on to the back, it just shows Bluetooth Watch Series 6 44mm, so it would be interesting to find out if this actually works or if it's a fake. But to replace these, these ones just slide out. So normally on the other Apple Watches, there's normally a little button that you would press in to keep it secure, but these just slide in and slide out. Now they do seem pretty, it doesn't worry me too much, they do seem pretty secure. It doesn't look like they're going to be falling out anywhere. So let's boot it up and have a little look. So there it is, there's that big screen, booted up straight into it. No little cheap and nasty thing that's shown at the beginning, it's straight in, and you're greeted then by that 1.75 inch display. Oh, let's get rid of that off the top actually. Let's get rid of that. So it is quite bright. Now you're looking around the edges, there are some bezels, yes, and there's this chin, which is just at the bottom there. Bit of a giveaway. It would have been nice if you've seen how far it can actually go. You would have thought they would have stretched that down to the bottom a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. So the display is IPS. Battery wise on it, battery life, you get about 2 days from a full charge, so that's generally just using it without having all the settings on, just using it as a normal everyday sort of smartwatch. You get just on the cusp of about 2 days really. But let's go through some of the watch faces that you get on board. There are a few that you do get to choose from as well, which is always nice. So to do that, keep your finger on the top, and then of course you can then slide through. So you can see you get a lot of the generic ones and some of the Apple ones that we've come to know and love as well. So you do get 5 that are on board. We will be testing later on from what I've read. I've not been able to do it with the partner app on here, but you might be able to put extra watch faces on board. When that is figured out, I'll do it in a separate video, and that'll be a card right in the top corner of your screen right now if it's done, so keep an eye out for it. If not, follow us on our social media pages and we'll keep you up to date, all just on there. So let's give it a bit of a change. So let's slide over. I'm gonna have a look and see. Let's have a look at this one. So normally this watch face, for example, on a normal Apple Watch, you tap the corners and of course it will react and do that there as well. So let's give it a try. No, none of the corners are reacting as you would thought. So never mind, that's fine. So swiping down from the top, you're presented with some of your different menu options there. So you've got your information regarding the watch. So it's a Watch 6 version 1.101. There we go. You've got your battery indicator. You've got an alarm clock, your QR code, which again is for the partner app, and then your menu style. This is something that's quite common on a lot of the clone watches, that you get two options. So you either get the normal sort of Apple Watch style, or you get the individual blocks, which is so it's a smart style on 9 grids is what you get on there. So you swipe up from the bottom is there where you get your notice and your notifications. Sliding from the left is going straight shortcut into your exercise modes, or how you want to log them. And then let's swipe to the right. Aha, here we go, wow. So you presented them with all the apps that are on board. So by the looks of it, you do get plenty. So let's, first of all, let's go to, so what we'll do is now we'll take you through them and show you exactly what you get on board the watch itself. So starting up at the top, this little man just there. Oh, 3, 2, 1. It's counting me down into something. Go. It's vibrated. So this looks like it's one of the sports modes. By the looks of it, it might be basketball. But that's good. That's good. That's on there. Moving on. Yes. So you've got cycling. You've got mountain. That looks like mountain climbing. You've got running. You've got one of your options there, which will then take you into the display. So dial, brightness, screen time. It's got turn to wake on there as well, which is nice. You can't tap anywhere else to go back. Oh yeah, you can do that, there we go. Then you've got your settings options, so again, you can go through the languages. There's quite a small amount in there, so Chinese, English, German, Russian, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Japanese, Arabic, Dutch, Italian. So you can see the Polish, there's quite a few language options in there for you. Vibration intensity, so again, that haptic sort of vibration that you feel, you can change that, which is a nice little feature to have on there. Your menu style, and of course you get all your system information on there as well. Moving on, so of course apparently you get an ECG. All right, so what I'm going to do is actually on my wrist on this one I've got the Samsung Active Watch, right? So I'm going to compare the two because from my particular testing, the heart rate monitor does not work, or doesn't work correctly, let's say. I know these are not medical pieces of equipment, they're there just to help and guide you, encourage you, possibly to keep an eye on something, but what you want it to do, you want it to work, and you want it to work correctly. So let me go into the heart rate monitor. So I'm going to record the heart rate now as it is on my wrist. So according to this one, my heart rate is going to be 82. Okay, apparently my beats per minute is going up now. There we go. So it was kind of resting about 82. So that's what that watch is saying. So now let me go over to my Active Watch and let's see if I can do my. Oh, there we go. So if I do my heart rate on this one, let's measure it. And this is the one that I wear this every day. I barely take it off, to be honest. And I also have done a video about getting the Samsung Active Watch as well in this sort of modern time, because it is actually quite affordable. So it's in the card above as well. Have a look. So there you go. And that one's measuring at 72, which is a bit more realistic. So, but this is where the catch was, because I was doing the test with it, and at the time I was at my home, and I had the box like this. And I had this like that, and I didn't realise that I actually set the heart rate monitor going in the background. So I put the heart rate monitor on the box, and lo and behold, have a look at this. So So apparently the box has got a heart rate of 80, 81, 82, 85 beats per minute. God, 88, this box is doing incredibly well. So take it as you will with things like this. Take it as you will. Of course, they're not medical pieces of equipment. They're just to sort of guide and help you. But I just wanted to make sure you saw something like that. So moving on, you do get another one on there. You get your body temperature. Again, a lot of these sensors, they're not the best. Oops, daisy. So apparently my body temperature is, let's have a look. Now, bearing in mind, in my studio, it's quite cold at the minute, even though the lights are on. And I'm actually quite cold, so it'd be interesting to see what it actually comes up with. Let's have a look. So it's going to come up with, and there you go. Apparently, my body temperature is 36.22 degrees Celsius. Apparently. Moving on though, within the watch again, it's taking you into another fitness mode there. You've got, it looks like yoga, meditation. I'm going to go through the fitness options with you in just a second. So moving on, you've got what looks like yoga, meditation options, but we'll go through all them a little bit later on. You've got your QR code, which again goes to the app. We'll show you that just shortly as well. What else do we get on the watch? Of course, you get your sort of standard stuff that you would expect, like stopwatches, sleep tracking. I don't really track my sleep, but it'd be interesting to see, do you guys use sleep trackers? If you do, let me know what you think of them. Put them down in the comments box below. Let's have a look. Again, another sports modes. There seems to be quite a few on here, which is good for those of you that are active and love doing sports stuff. So apparently you can measure your O2 levels. Let's have a look. These are quite interesting in the current times that we're in as well. Because of course people are using them to measure them when they're not feeling well in relation to what's going on at the minute. But going off the performance of some of the other results on this watch. So apparently my Sport O2 is 98%, 96, which I'm more inclined to believe that, to be honest. It does seem more of a realistic, at least it's not saying 100%, or if it was saying something like 50%, I'd be a little bit worried. But that's not too bad as well, well done. Moving on, what else have we got? We've got a lot of the standard stuff that you would expect from this sort of stuff. You've got timers, clocks as well. We love a good clock. Vibration intensity, so you've got a shortcut directly from the menu there. Another sports mode, so skipping mode. You've got your brightness control. What else is in here? There's quite a few, isn't there? Step counters. Weather, of course, this will link with this will link through with your smartphone. It doesn't work independently for this information. It feeds from your device, so you've got to have your device on nearby. Language, we've touched on that. That's another shortcut there. Moving on, and more options, and of course, then there's another option for your notifications or your text messages. When this does pair, of course, you give them permissions to be able to read your call logs, text messages, that sort of stuff, so you can read them straight from the watch. Moving on, you've got your notices there. You've got your stress, it's a sort of stress counter, so you would press the button, it tells you these, instructions on to breathe in, hold your breath, breathe out. So if you need that, especially a lot of us that are at home at the moment, it might be something that you use. A shortcut to your information there. And then on the last row on the bottom, women's health. So it says this feature is not turned on, which is a shame. Because then, of course, as we know, the women's health sort of option, a lot of them now are on the bigger sort of smartwatches, aren't they? It would have been nice if they would have incorporated that there. So there's a music tab there. We will test that when it's paired with the device shortly, because it'd be interesting to see, can it control your Spotify or any music that's on your device? So we'll test that out. You've got a shortcut to your menu style there. And then of course you've got a power button, which I'm assuming is the quick sort of shortcut to turn your device off. So as you can see, there is a bunch of stuff that is already in the watch there. Whether you want to use it to track your fitness or you want to use it just to make sure you get your notifications on your phone or your call logs, that sort of thing. Generally, I use mine just to see if I can feel my phone vibrate, I'll check my watch. Is it worth getting my phone out? No, it's not. Leave it in there, that sort of thing. And don't forget, if you like what you see as well, a sub to the channel would be really appreciated. We would love that. Thank you very much. But now that you've seen everything that is on the watch in terms of the contents and the options that are on board, we talked about having the app. Now, the app they use is called FitCloud Pro. That's quite hard to say. FitCloud Pro is available on iOS and Android. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Samsung S10 Plus here. So let's give it a whirl, shall we? So we need to look for FitCloud Pro. There it is. And let's open it up. So I've got the app. And let's go to mine, and so I've got the device there, I've got the app there, it is now synced with the device because I've synced it up before the show, but the pairing process is really easy. Once you download the app, it will then encourage you and ask you to pair for the device. It's really simple. The process is so simple, step by step. The actual app takes you through it all. So it's automatically started to move some of the figures that are off there onto the app itself. You can see it there. You can also see it on screen right now. Or you track your heart measurements, blood pressure, ECGs, all those will transfer onto there once it syncs with the watch. So I know there are other apps out there. Do they work with it? I'm not really sure at the moment. But what I want to do is just see does it show call logs on the screen. So let's call my voicemail. There we go. So I'm going to call my voicemail. Let's see if no, nothing is coming up on the screen there, which is a shame. I thought if you would have made a call, it might have shown up on the screen. Never mind. I thought it might have done, which was a bit of a pity. But the app, though, you can see it. It is there, it does the job. So if you're looking at basic stuff for tracking all of your fitness stuff, then it's actually not too bad. The user face is really simple. It shows all the details on there, like battery life, all your sort of notifications, and you can literally, instead of going through the options on the watch and going into the settings there, you can do it straight from there as well. So it's actually not too bad. But so overall, what do I think? Clone watches are generally getting better gradually. With each new release, there's always a small change that gradually makes them better. It's just a shame that the heart rate monitor wasn't working correctly. Whether that's a fault with that one, I don't know. But as most of us use these to track our fitness, it would be interesting, really. But if you're looking for something that looks the part, then this actually just might be the one for you. Now, as always, there will be a link in the description for you to go and check out when you get a chance. So go and have a look. And as always, don't forget, you can always join our brand new members area. So for as little as $1.99 a month, you can gain access to all of the backstage action, members only posts, members only live streams, and a load more. Simply click on the join button that you can see below us and you're in. It's as simple as that. And of course, as always, if you want to check out more videos, read our blogs, or get in touch, you can always visit the website. It's MMBTechTv.co.uk. But thank you very much for checking out the video, and until next time, it's bye-bye for now.